morning. It's day number 4 through our game drive through Kenya and Tanzania. We are at the Nel-BLife Safari Lodge in Western Serengeti. We arrived last night and it was beautiful indoor. Now I have an opportunity to see the surroundings of where we're situated, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful sunrise day, and we get to see actual structure where we spent the night. It's a luxury tent, and it was just beautiful. It is situated right along the path of the Great Migration. I'm joined with my wife Felice and 2 friends, Dexter and Claudette, and we're excited to see what the day has in store for us. First on the agenda is breakfast.
Now it's time to eat.
We had a beautiful panoramic view while at breakfast, and this red-crested bird serenaded us. After breakfast, we walked up to the main building where our driver Daniel was waiting for us. This map shows where the migrating herd is during the month of June. To arrive and leave the Nel-BLife, you must cross this creek. In the morning, there was a troop of baboons there greeting us as we were leaving. Along our path was a young wildebeest that apparently was either weak or injured that had been left behind. It's unlikely that it will survive very long on its own. During our drive, we saw magnificent birds of all sizes and colors. Secretary bird stands about 3 foot tall, and its main prey are snakes. Another bird of prey that feasts on snakes is the brown snake eagle. Its average can grow to weigh up to 5 pounds and have a 5-foot wingspan.
The bees, so come and get them.
He knows what he's doing.
This is country. You know what I mean? This is backyard.
So you see here, if I knock this one, because it has a hollow, could be ants here. You see, the ants are coming out.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
all
Wow.
this? Yeah. So what's happened here? There's a symbiotic relationship between the ants and the tree, where the feeders, when they come here and then they try to pick some leaves here like a giraffe or the antelopes, the ants, they may come quick out in order to attack the animals, to make sure that the trees are not much feeded. Yeah, so the ants are trying to protect the trees against the feeders, but the ants themselves, they are protected by the trees in order to get the nest. So they are nesting here, but at the same time they need to protect the whole tree. So this plants and the ants, they have a great symbiotic relationship. You know, once each ones are protecting each other in order to survive. But out of that one, this is one of the defense mechanisms, the sparky, right? Which is try to block the feeders away when they're trying to feed. But it's not that enough, 100%. That's why they allow these guys to live into in order to protect the tree at the same time. But some of the trees, they do have like a chemical, other trees, which is like different species, where the feeders, when they feed on it, and then there's no sparky like this one, they do have like a glands or the toxic, where they're feeding the tissues, introducing the toxic out to the leaves to make it much sour, and the animals, they will run away. They will make more distance without feeding much on it. So this is how the trees and some of other living things are protecting each other within the nature. This is why the British, they call it as a whistling sounds acacia trees, because of those tiny hollow, and they make some kind of a sound out. Yeah. That
This is the Grumeti River, and we saw a herd of hippopotamus there. Some of them are huge. It's amazing. A driver told us that crocodiles won't bother the hippopotamus or their calves, because if one were to injure any of them, the hippos would come and kill all of the crocodiles. Saw this luxury tent built right on the banks of the river. It looks like it's easy for a crocodile or a hippo to walk right up to the back door.
Hippos on one side of the dam, and you have crocodiles on the other side. Grumeti River. They're in the water, and they are on the shoreline. About 6 of them.
This croc was huge. We estimate it to be 18 to 20 feet long.
They are mating right now, and he does not care that we are here. And then he's over. It's a wrap. Look at that. That was real quick. She's really not impressed. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Here they go.
It's Toki. Smart move.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Bless you, man. That is a good one. She's up.
Biggest and strongest male of the pride will mate with the dominant female. They will go out away from the rest of the pride so that they won't be disturbed. Somewhere in this tall grass are other lions, so this Topi better be careful. Hyenas also hunt big prey. We stopped for our bunch lunch at the Grumeti airstrip. It's out in the bush. We continued our game drive after lunch, seeing many animals These are blue jean topies. As we continue our drive,
for
Yes. So that's a male.
or even the females, both of them, they have horns.
Okay.
Yeah, they does, but females are smaller by size, with small horns.
our guide got a call that there's a leopard in a tree, so we drove to that location to check it out for ourselves. The tree was about 50 yards off the road, and the cat was so well camouflaged that it was not easy to see until I zoomed in closely. It had killed a wildebeest and drug it up the tree. Amazing how strong they are. Late afternoon, we saw animals on the move, and on the horizon, we could see that a rain cloud was starting to develop. Then suddenly, crossing the road, we saw a python. The baboons were moving away from the rain system, heading back towards the trees where their nests overnight. It was amazingly beautiful to see this rain move across the Serengeti. Fortunately, it didn't rain where we were, but we got the cool, refreshing breeze from the system. As we were driving back to the Nel-BLife, my wife saw this baby mongoose and was trying to talk the driver into catching it for her so that she could take it back home. That wasn't going to happen even if he had said yes.
Hello everyone, this is Felice, your Be Big coach, and this is my scenic adventure in the Serengeti, and I'm just going around and around because we are on our rooftop restaurant at the hotel that I'm staying in. And please don't ask me the name, I am going to spell it out, but I can't pronounce it, so give me some grace. But it is beautiful here. It is absolutely breathtakingly stunning. And I think this is our day 5 because I told you I had a huge adventure getting here. And so we're a day behind. And so I think this is supposed to be my day 4, but it's been pushed back and it might be day 5. So, but we are in West Serengeti. And of course, Serengeti means endless plain. And it really is endless. Can you not see this? It's just part of the plains that I'm showing you. Is that not gorgeous and breathtaking? Look at that. Look at that. And the sun is getting ready to set. And so I am just in awe of God's bigness, y'all. I am in awe, I am in love, and I am eternally grateful. So thank you for coming with me on my Be Big. Again, thank you for coming with me on my Be Big Serengeti adventure. Y'all have a good evening. This is the view from the restaurant in the hotel or cabins that I'm staying in the Serengeti, and I just wanted to show you the breathtaking view. It is absolutely amazing. Say hello, honey. So can you see this view? And then as I walk around to watch the sunset, I continue to be amazed and in awe and in love with God's handiwork and His majesty, as He is the original originator, and everything else that we do in this life is merely copycat. But I want y'all to see, everybody, that again, the bigness of my God, our God. Do you see how big He does things? The Serengeti means endless plain, and it's pretty much endless. But look at this. This is my view for dinner tonight, and I am in awe. And I am grateful to be a part of God and His big. This was day 4. Or, forgive me, it could be our day 5 of our Serengeti adventure. Good night, everyone.
The sun is setting over the Serengeti. Day number 4 for us. We had a fantastic safari drive today. We saw lions and buffaloes and wildebeest, giraffes. Saw a python, crocodiles, hippos, mongoose, baboons. We saw elephants, if I didn't mention that. So far I've seen 4 of the big 5, and hopefully tomorrow we'll see the 5th of the big 5, which will be the rhinoceros. So I can't wait to see more of our journey. We're about to have dinner at this wonderful restaurant. I have a fantastic chef who prepared a wonderful dinner last night, so I'm looking forward to what we'll have tonight. Everything has been good. This has been fantastic. So we're relaxing after day number 4. We spent it in the Serengeti. We got an early start this morning, and we visited the Western Serengeti. We saw 4 of the big 5. So hopefully tomorrow when we visit the Central Serengeti, we'll see the 5th, which is a rhinoceros. So we've been staying in a beautiful luxury accommodation, a lodge right in the middle of the Serengeti. And it's about 7 p.m. and we will be going to dinner here soon. Wonderful chef, great food, very enjoyable. Honey, what was your best view of the day today?
I know it's going to sound crazy, but I saw the cutest little mongoose that went into this termite type of
Mound. Abandoned
termite mound. And he looked up at me when I said hello. And so hopefully we can go back and capture him and bring him through customs. So I'll be having a mongoose to add to our tribe back in America.
Yes.
That was my favorite.
And if, I don't know what the visitation policy is in their prison system, however, I promise to visit her at least once every year if she gets caught with trying to transport a mongoose.
Well, that was my number 1. My number 2 was we saw a lion and a lioness mating. And so I got that on video. That was mind-blowing. experience. Never saw that before.
Yes, the king and queen of the jungle with that. So, got a lot of pictures, photos, and videos to share. Um, the difficulty is going to be to narrow it down. So we've seen so many great shot views and scenes thus far. So be looking forward to sharing many of those here soon. So check back in soon. All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And please check back in to see our next day safari. Nel be out.